Hey, this is Banter with S, and I am the generational voice babe.
And I am Success.
Oh, that you can share your thoughts with us on the comment section. Write us as well if you have a story you want to share with us physically here on this podcast. But today, promised you the part 2 of friendship, and today we'll be having that conversation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about the hurts the other time. So today we'll be talking about how to do friendship better. Because it's one thing to know what didn't work. You also have to look at what is working or how to make it work, if I'm correct. Yeah? Right? Okay, so so I know you have a lot of knowledge on this, how to make relationships work from the little that you have learned about yourself and the people you have related with. For me, I kind of feel that first you have to define what friendship is to you. Then when you define it, then you define what makes someone my friend. Because I think relating with people, like I said, relationship is very, very important and it's vital in our lives as a human being. So relationship, you relate with everybody. But having someone as a friend, you have your core, you have people who are just people you know, we call them acquaintances, people you just say hello to. They are not your core. You don't tell them things about you. You just know them. So they can be your colleagues, can be co-workers, people in church or different environments. You find yourself your street, your neighbor, and all that. Then there are people who are called to you, your core friends. Like this is my god. This person say, I know this person. So yeah. So how do we do friendships better? Let's start with you. Yeah, I know you have a lot to say, so go dig into it.
Okay, so friendship is how we can do friendship better.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. It's really deep because number one is when God created us, we are all different human beings. You know, sometimes when you meet some people and you just be wondering, is this person really a human being? Because people are really different. So the questions you need to ask the person that you say is your friend, you guys need to have a purpose. Why are you guys friends? What makes you guys friends? What does this person see in you, or what will keep you guys going for the long run? Because there's some people that once they meet you, it's just because of what they see in you. Once they see it in you, they are off. Maybe it's really,
like once they get it, they get off.
Yeah, wow. So you need to.
So those are takers.
Yeah. So you need to define your purpose in friendship. Like, what are we doing? I'm your friend. It's not about what you bring into the table. I can tell you things. Our friendship, is it based on God? Our friendship, is it based on work? Because your friends are workers.
Yeah.
Your friends are we go to church together. And your friends. Your friends that is only party. Your friends that is for financial support.
I'm telling you, right?
So you need to
know, right?
The purpose of friendship.
Yeah.
Another one is communication. Ask the person that is your friend, how do you want to be communicated to? Because this is the bedrock. After this one I said before, the bedrock is communication. Because so many relationships that has been off and has ended because of a lack of communication. Because the other person will be feeling this way and you're not saying how you feel. The person will not guess what you're thinking. The person will not have any idea until you open your mouth and talk. Even God, you have to communicate to God. Even when God knows that we want something, He still wants us to talk. So communication is important. And there are some people, they don't like to talk. There's some people that they love you genuinely, but they're not the call text person. There's some people, they are the call text person. If you don't call them, you don't text them, you're not their friend. There's people they like to call, some people they like to text. So these are the things that we need to work on.
So that's finding how they communicate as well.
Yes.
Okay. Nice knowledge. So if you're listening, please make sure you write this down and look at, kind of mirror your relationships, your friendships now and see if any of this is working for you or the things you need to improve. Okay, so for me, I think we're going to come back to one relationship that has worked for us. The things, one or two things that we felt made it work. Yeah, we'll share that too as well. So, for me, relationship sorry, friendship, they're both the same. So relationship, friendship. So for me, friendship, from the beginning I said that a friend is my blood and all of that. So if somebody is a friend, another thing you should get in place is to make sure that the person sees you for who you are. Okay, so if someone is coming into your life as a friend, ask them, how do you see me? It's important that you make that clarification made, because if they see you as who you are not, there is a whole lot of gap that will be happening, even communication gap, and a whole lot of misinterpretation and misdirection of things. So let them, ask them how they see you, so both of you will say how you see each other. Then, like I said the other time, that somebody who comes into your life now might not really say what they really want from you. It might just be you met off a conference, maybe you guys just sat together and you had a few things to talk about what the person said, and you exchanged numbers, and the person just reached out, said hello, and you two replied, and from there the person calls you maybe once a week or twice, and you're like, oh, this person seems like he or she is interested in me, knowing me better, and you respond or reciprocate. So as that reciprocation is going on, I feel is okay. Maybe when the reciprocation, maybe just watch it for a month, and after a month it's still happening, the energy is still there. Then you have a conversation about how the person sees you, what kind of person you think I am. Then also respond to the person how you see the person. Then find out, like she said, the purpose. Why do you want to be friends with me? That some people just want to be friends with you because they need spiritual strength. Maybe it's for spiritual purposes. I want someone I can pray with, someone I could. Some people it's for investment purposes. They just see you as how wise and know where to put money, where to put this, and they just call you. So if that's the way, so it's not bad for someone to see you as a friend from this angle, that this is what I can learn from you and all that. But irrespective of what that person can learn and get from you, also find out what you can learn and get from them as well. So it's balanced, so it doesn't look like you are the only person getting from that person. So see what you can contribute to that person's life. The person might not want intellectual knowledge because maybe they are way higher than you in that aspect. They can want something else, emotional support. Yeah, some people just need emotional support, someone to just talk with all the time, someone that they know that if they call, the person just listen. So it could be that person to that person. So you find out what you guys mean to each other. So find out what are our boundaries. So set boundaries. Yes, that's the third one. Set boundaries. So what do I do? Where do I draw the line? Where do I not just overstep my boundary? But there are some friends that they are generic, like they're like blood to you, they're like sisters or brothers to you. Those ones, they are no more like I think those ones are comfort friends. They're like sukkos to you. Those sukko kind of friends, like you run to them at every point, they run to you, you guys just comfort each other, talk to each other, laugh at each other. So those kind of people, they can just play and joke with you and say things, and you just have to know where to draw the line, that okay, we are friends. When we joke, this joke should not pass here. Like she said, no, if the friendship is for the longer haul, for the shorter haul. There are some people who come into your life for a reason, for a season. So it could just be for the period of you need to gain that educational prowess. Maybe they are there to train you on how to pass your exam. So after the exam, that's the end. The person has done their job and they're out of your life. So know when a relationship or a friendship is just for a season, and know the ones that are for a longer haul. So those longer hauls, I call them purposeful friendships. Those ones are with purpose. They are like destiny attachments to you. So you are like that to them. So you draw strength, they draw strength. When we look at the popular fours, the popular four big babes in the Nigerian industry, that's the Uchu Jumbo, the Money Oboli, and Choma Chukwuka, and of course yes, McDermott. Yeah, so that relationship has been for years, and whenever they come out, they post their reels and contribution and all that. You just hear each of them saying things, how they feel about the other person. This is my rock, these are my girls, these are people that hold me, and you will never for one day, I've never heard one person coming out to say this person did this or did that. That does not mean they don't fight, but their friendship has bonded so well that they have boundaries. They respect each other's boundaries. Nobody snitches on the other person. Nobody feels that they are better than the other person, and they accept each of them the way they are. You just hear Choma is a troublemaker in the midst of them. Everybody, when Choma is here, everybody's laughing. She bullies everybody. She laughs at everybody. Uche Jumbo is a fine babe of the house. Everybody like collie around and all. Monyoboli is the finesse of the house. The finesse babe and all that. Finesse aunts and that kind of stuff. When you just the friendship, they just understand her. So this is who she is. They accept her like that into the factor, because there are things that they would need an Omoli to do. There are things that it's Choma that can handle this in this relationship with these four of us. There are things that it's Ufoma that would do this. So everybody have their strengths, and they're bringing their strength together. So where my weakness falls, you cover me up with your strength. So like that. So knowing if the relationship is for like that kind of relationship is a long haul relationship. It's not just for a season or a period of they went to act a movie and they had to just bond at that time. That was it. It wasn't like that for them, and it has not been. So knowing that about yourself, about your relationships is very key. I feel it's very important. So knowing the boundaries, knowing how long this relationship is for. Is it for the longer haul? Why are we together? What are strengths and weaknesses? How do I cover you up? What are the things I would do? Sometimes I ask those one or two persons I feel they are my friend, how do you reciprocate love? How do you feel loved? Get to know how those people expect to be loved. Because sometimes you can feel you love someone, meanwhile they don't feel you love them, because you're not loving them the way they want to be loved. That's one thing most people don't do. You need to love people the way they want to be loved, not the way you feel that you should love them. It's the way they want to be loved. So just ask yourself, so when you get all those ingredients together, remember, having boundaries, and make sure you respect those boundaries. Finding out what the relationship is for, finding out if it's for the short term or for the longer haul, the purpose, knowing how to communicate with this person, asking them how they see you and how you see them as well, reciprocating both aspects. And finally, another thing for me in relationships is, you just hear people in different angles, and you hear stories and you just feel, oh, I think I needed closure. This part of us trying to run away from being, being open about something. Not necessarily being honest about a thing, but being open about it. The fact that maybe just felt some kind of way that it's time for you to move on to something else. Be open about it with that person. At least let them have a hint, have a no. Even if you don't want to say the totality, at least give them benefit of doubt. They deserve it. That's what I feel. I just feel each human deserves to okay, this is why I want to move forward. Even though everything, at least appreciate you, the good, bad, and ugly. Say how you felt, how you appreciate them, and tell them you just want to move forward. At least, even if they don't accept you leaving them, maybe because they still want to hold on to you, at least you have done your best by explaining and telling them that you have to move. So the person tomorrow will not say, I'm looking for closure. You just say, what? I need closure. I need to know why. Why would you do that? Why? I don't know why. It's kind of funny, but like I said, friendship, relationship is an intrinsic part of human living and sojourn here on earth. But it's quite interesting why we don't just get these things right, yeah? So, because people just kind of be in people's life for different reasons. So just get to know that. And so in that knowing of how they see you, also explain your value systems to them. Because that value system, when you know that your friend value system is integrity, is this, you cannot be a shady person and be coming closer to that person. It won't work. If you are shady, you cannot just relate to that person. Or the only thing you'll be hiding that part of you. That's the only thing. Because there's no way you will be with someone who has integrity and be shady. It's not possible. So you get to also explain your value systems to that person that you want to be your friend. So the same way, vice versa. So, having self-respect. And another thing, having self-respect for that friendship. Value people. When you place value, people will know. There's no way you place value on someone and they will not know. It's not possible. They will just know that you value them. There's this value. There's a way value is sensed from a human being. it's sensed. All right, there's a knowing that happens, and that's it. I just feel that person, because life comes in circle. That person might in the next 20 years, child or somebody related to them have to come into your life again, and they won't have to use the words that person was a wicked terrible soul. You know, I've heard people say that about people, like a wicked terrible soul. What the hell? What the how did that happen? You know, so you don't have to be that bitter soul. Please learn to be happy, learn to make people around you happy, and learn to be a good person. There's no harm in being good. And good, you know, some people just say, please, it's not good to be good. If you're good on earth, people will trample on you. Okay, so that is where I'm going to come in. So being good is being good with wisdom, okay? So be good, but be wise with it. That's what I'm saying here. So don't just be good and naive. There's a difference between being good and wise. There's good and naive. So it's when you're naive that people trample on you. So be good and be wise as you are good as well. Then, yeah, I think that's it.